4 minutes of Maury. Start the clock. Everyone welcome Emily to the show. Emily broke up with Austin and began to date Matt. Here's the problem. When Emily said goodbye to Austin, they slept together for one last time. And then when Emily became official with Matt that same day, you guessed it, they slept together too. Now Emily has a daughter named Cosette, and both men believe that they are her father. What are we here to prove today?
I'm here to prove that he is the damn father of my child, and he's not the father.
You were with Austin.
I was with Austin. I was with Austin for 3.5 years.
Right.
And that first year, he could not get me pregnant. The 2.5 years afterwards, we tried significantly to try and get me pregnant, and he could not get me pregnant.
So has Austin ever seen Cosette?
He hasn't.
He hasn't?
No.
He says he has.
He hasn't.
Austin, how many times have you been with Emily since he's been with her?
I'd say about 3 times.
3 times. At his own house. Have you ever met that little girl?
Once, yeah.
Once.
Yeah, she called me saying that he was sleeping, so she would come over and I would get to see my kid.
He's making
It
up
is true.
lies so he can try and take her from me. You ain't the father!
He says that they slept together after you started dating her. Does that concern you?
No. Not even in a little bit.
In the case of 3-month-old Cosette, Matt, you are not the father. In the case of 3-month-old Cosette, Austin, you are the father. Angelina swears that she has only been intimate with one man for the past 10 years. Her on-again, off-again boyfriend, Delry. But, you know, Delry, he doesn't buy this. In fact, he says he's so certain that Angelina has been unfaithful that he denies not 1, but 2 of her children. Here's the thing. You have an older daughter.
I do. She's 8. Just turned 8 years old.
8 years old.
Yes.
He denied her.
He denied her.
You had to have a DNA test.
I had to have a DNA test. Took him a long time to get the DNA test.
No way.
After 2 years of waiting, he finally took the test, and he is the father.
Yeah, right.
So you get pregnant with the older little boy, Daly, right? Mm-hmm. Was he there throughout the pregnancy?
No, not throughout the pregnancy.
Was he? Did he come to the hospital when you gave birth?
He actually left us for 3 months, went to another state, started a whole nother relationship with another woman.
You can't trust her, huh?
I can't trust it at all.
Meanwhile, you're the guy who's been messing around with all these other women, not her.
Right, but who would do that if I would be so faithful and committed if it was
so you're
solid.
not, you haven't been faithful.
I am.
Have you been faithful?
Very faithful.
Does that sound convincing?
In the case of 2-year-old Daly, Delry, you are the father.
That's your baby.
In the case of 1-year-old Victor, Delry, you are the father.
You are the father. Look at my beautiful baby. Bring it on, Maury. I got nothing to lie about,
During your
nothing to hide.
10-year relationship with Delry, have you ever had any sexual contact of any kind
I'm waiting for this.
with any other man? You said no. The lie detector test determined you're telling the truth. And that was 4 minutes of Maury.